Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to be looking at my favorite team, the Detroit Pistons, except we are going to assume they drafted every single year perfectly. The reason I'm doing this, man, is because literally 5 to 10 times a day, I have had this chart sent to me by subscribers, Instagram followers, people on Twitter, really any form of social media. I get tagged in this on the daily, man, because yes, I will admit, my Detroit Pistons have taken quite a few L's here in the realm of drafting. But I'm going to go through these different things right here. I'm going to give you guys my reasoning behind why the Pistons drafted that way. And I will say, straight up, yeah, they screwed up. But in other cases, man, it's like, you know, a lot of other teams screwed up too. So as far as the team goes, because, you know, I can only pick like one player from each of the draft classes right there. You know, we got the team looking like this. Absolutely dominant, assuming all these guys lived up to their potential with the Detroit Pistons. And also, you got to keep in mind, too, that, you know, in some of these cases, if the Pistons drafted a certain player, it would have made the team better, and therefore they would not have had the same draft pick next season, stuff like that. But, you know, we're going to have some fun with this because I feel like I deserve this, man, due to all the roasting I take on the daily. So, we look at the first one with Darko Milicic being drafted in 2003 over Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. And yes, the 2003 draft class was probably the deepest one of all time. Some will argue, I believe, 1996 draft. But still, man, like, at the time, the Pistons had Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Ben Wallace. At this time, Rasheed Wallace is not officially on the team, so it's like, you know, maybe they were, you know, I mean, because Ben Wallace was not like extremely young, so maybe they were looking for that next guy to come on the team and be the man there, you know, once Ben Wallace decided to go somewhere else and retire or whatever, you know, whatever the case may be. But anyway, they ended up going with Darko. And keep in mind, guys, that Darko, the way he was scouted in like the Euro leagues, he was looked at to be literally the next great international player. We're talking like in the realm of Dirk Nowitzki, Hakeem Olajuwon. I mean, you look at it now, man, you look at guys like Luka Doncic or Kristaps Porzingis, like he was viewed like that. Turns out he was kind of lazy and did not like basketball very much. Like, he played it. You can definitely tell he's one of those guys that was forced into it because of his height and stuff like that. But turns out he didn't like him, man. So, Pistons drafted him. I mean, out of all the draft picks, you know, of course, they could have had Wade or Bosh or Melo. I feel like Chris Bosh actually would have been the better fit. Although, at that time, he wasn't really shooting threes. But even at the same time, though, he did play the power forward position. So, him alongside Ben Wallace would have been nice. Although, I did like, you know, Rasheed Wallace still got a ring out of it. I mean, pretty sure that Darko got his ring before any of these other guys out there. So the next one we have is Greg Monroe, drafted over Paul George and Gordon Hayward. And yes, there's no way around this one right here, guys. I mean, Paul George, well, he was selected, I believe, 10th in the draft. I think Monroe was 8th, followed by Gordon Hayward. So Gordon Hayward, everybody thought that he wasn't going to be out. They all thought he was just going to be, you know, a guy that was good in college, like the Tyler Hansbroughs of the world, come to the NBA and not do anything. They're not quite have the athleticism. Paul George, if I remember correctly, was not like absolutely amazing early on. I mean, yeah, you look at his rookie season, 8 points per game. He was behind Danny Granger, so it took him a few seasons. So I mean, it's, you know, what happened this season, man? Was he injured or something like that? He was probably injured this season or something like that. But I mean, Paul George, another prospect that it was like nobody really knew that he was going to become this great, amazing MVP caliber player. So I mean, taking Greg Monroe, he was a solid big guy. I don't think the Pistons had much in the center department at the time, so it made sense for them. Although I think, no, he started off at power forward because that was, I believe this is before they got Andre Drummond. Yeah, Andre Drummond is younger, no doubt, than Greg Monroe. So, I mean, they were looking for a big guy out there, and Greg Monroe, you know, even on the Pistons, Monroe is not bad. I know I call him bitch-ass Monroe and stuff like that because he didn't really, like, lead to wins. But he was a solid double-double guy, so he had some nice season for them. Then next up, you get, yeah, this one actually hurt because this one at the time I was actually low-key pissed off about. And this is Brandon Knight being drafted over Kemba Walker, Kawhi Leonard, and Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy Butler, I believe he was drafted way later. Kawhi Leonard, nobody knew Kawhi Leonard was going to be this good because they did. Please believe, man, the Indiana Pacers would not have traded him away for George Hill to the San Antonio Spurs. That would not have happened. So it's like a lot of teams mess up in that regard. Kemba Walker, though, I was big on him. You know, I remember watching him in college and stuff like that. So I was like, I knew of Brandon Knight because he played for like Kentucky and they're a big name college, but I really wanted Kemba Walker. I was just like, this guy looks like a winner. And when it got to the point of the Pistons draft, I was like, oh my God, we're going to get Kemba. And then they take Brandon Knight. I remember watching his highlights, and I was like, okay, Brandon Knight looks okay. He's got a nice little jump shot out there, but of course, you know, now he's just known for getting dunked on by DeAndre Jordan. So I was pissed off about that. Next up, we have KCP over CJ McCollum and Giannis. So no doubt that Giannis is like top 3 player in the entire NBA. But in all fairness, Giannis went 15th in the 2013 draft. Giannis was, when he came to the league, a lot of people thought he didn't have the body, the skill set to be as great as he was. So this one, man, I mean, there's 15 teams that took an L on that, right? Or 14 other teams, I should say. So yeah, did not expect that one. As far as CJ McCollum goes, I don't remember when he was drafted exactly, but obviously right around the same time. I do like CJ a lot. I feel like he'd be a good fit on the Pistons right now. I mean, KCP, very streaky player. Just had like 24 points for the Lakers, though. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that one they just took an L on. Like, KCP was the worst of the bunch, no doubt. And this next one, I have Devin Booker at point guard here, by the way, because we don't have any other point guards. I don't have any point guards outside of Reggie Jackson. He's not going to play in this video. So, yeah. Stanley Johnson over Devin Booker and Justice Winslow. So, I'm not too mad about Justice Winslow. I mean, yeah, he's a better player than Stanley Johnson. But I remember at the time, Justice said he was happy he wasn't drafted by the Pistons. So, even if we would have drafted him, it would not have worked out because he did not want to play for them. So, yeah, man, that's fine. Devin Booker is actually from Grand Rapids, Michigan. So, he was like a home state guy. Would have made perfect sense, although, you know, I believe that, yeah, this was after KCP. I believe, yeah, what draft was this? 2015. So, yeah, man. So, it's like they already had KCP, so they didn't really need Devin Booker because they were still waiting to see if KCP was going to be good. So, it does make sense they passed on him. While Stanley Johnson, I believe he went to Arizona. I remember watching him a little bit in college. He was like a good defensive player and stuff like that. He did show promise, but, yeah, he just turned out to be a bitch-ass, you know, Stanley Johnson. So, what can you do about that? Devin Booker would have been nice. Winslow, I don't feel like we lost out big time on that one. That's one's whatever. And then finally, you get down to one that hurts quite a bit, but he's kind of making up for it. Yo, where's he at, man? Yeah, where's Donovan Mitchell at? See up this list a little bit? Yeah, there we go, man. Donovan Mitchell, of course, the Pistons took Luke Kennard. Then, you know, Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma was a second-round pick, I believe, or late first round. It was something like that. So, a lot of guys slept on Kuzma. He's actually from Flint, Michigan, so he's another guy that, you know, would have been a home state guy. But, yeah, Luke Kennard is actually playing some great basketball these days. Donovan Mitchell, remember watching him in college, picked 13th overall in the 2017 draft. Another case of nobody expected this guy to come into the season averaging 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists, and 1 to 2 steals per game. Like, Donovan Mitchell caught a lot of people by storm. So, yes, in a lot of cases, the Pistons took some L's. But at the same time, there was a lot of cases where nobody knew what these players were going to become, and based off of scouting reports, some of these guys just did not turn out good. So either chalk that up to the players just not being very good, or the Pistons development staff not being very good. And let's be honest, man, Stan Van Gundy, he's horrible. Like, Stan Van Gundy cannot develop players, man. He looked like the freaking, like Penguin from Batman. You're just scared to approach him, and he just doesn't really, like, connect with the players and stuff. So I think that was a big part for the Pistons, you know, some of their young talent being hindered. Like, he killed a lot of their confidences out there. So I don't know, man. I did want to talk about this, though. But, yeah, so we are now going to do a simulation because, like I said, man, I could have some fun with this now, right? If I got to endure this pain mentally every single day, I can have some fun with this. So, looking at the team we are rolling with, we do have Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Blake Griffin. We're going to still assume that the Pistons trade for Blake Griffin because why not? And Andre Drummond for our starting 5. So beautiful, man. It's such a beautiful team. It's such a beautiful team. Scary thing is, Warriors still might have a better overall roster. No, not overall roster, because our bench unit is freaking crazy, man. Got Devin Booker as backup point guard. Donovan Mitchell backup shooting guard. Carmelo Anthony being signed, although he is 7-7 overall now. Who knows, man? He probably would have left the Pistons at some point. And then we got Zaza Pachulia at 6 minutes per game. Reggie Jackson's not touching the court, although he's been better as of late. So, yeah, guys, this is the team. So, let's go to system proficiency. So, yeah, we'll go with the perimeter-centric. I'm good with that. So yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and simulate through date right here. So I do want to talk a little bit about my Detroit Pistons, just because I know some of you guys are interested about my thoughts about my favorite team, of course. And yeah, the damn Cavaliers? What the fuck, 2K? Oh my god. I thought we were going to go 8-2-0. I mean, maybe not that good, but still the bitch-ass Cavaliers? Oh my god. Okay, well, but yeah, the Detroit Pistons playing some great basketball. Like, currently, I believe they're making this video like the 6th seed. I did not check it today, but I know it's changing every single day. But yeah, man, I like what's going on with the squad. I feel like Wayne Ellington has been like a savior of this team because not only that, like I said before about Stanley Johnson being traded, that is addition by subtraction. You lose him, you get a better team out of it. Plain and simple, man. That's how it is. So, what's this? Yeah, adjust manually, man. Yeah, we got good, man. Let's go. My man's going on the goddamn simulation. Okay. But yeah, Reggie Jackson's he's been good, man. Reggie Jackson's been fine, and I like to see it because when he's healthy, he actually is a pretty damn good player. But what the Pistons have now is they have like some depth at their 2 and 3 spot, which is good. Not like crazy depth, but with Luke Kennard playing better. I mean, he's been playing great. Not Donovan Mitchell great, but still good basketball. Wayne Ellington, a solid 3-and-D guy, and then Bruce Brown has been like the Tony Allen of this team. Like, he's just playing some good defense. I mean, yeah, scoring-wise, he's more Andre Roberson and Tony Allen in that department of the offensive end of things, but still, he can knock down a 3 every now and then. But yeah, as far as this Pistons team, by the way, Drummond getting slept on, as always. Drummond leading the league in rebounding. His scoring on the inside has been great. I believe his free throw is still good. I don't know what his exact percentage is. And then you got Blake Griffin, who's playing... This will piss me off, guys. Nobody cares about Blake Griffin because he's on the Detroit Pistons. If he was doing this on like any of like the big market teams, they'd be all over the damn ESPN every single day, man. But because he's on the Pistons, you know, growing out the Captain America beard. I don't know where I think I saw that on Twitter or maybe I don't know, somebody else made that joke. Maybe it was another YouTuber I watched or something like that. I don't really remember. But yeah, got the Captain America beard going out there. And she's just not talked about because he's on the Pistons. The thing about the Pistons is that the Pistons are only in the media when people are hating on them, which is why I get this sent to me every single day. I don't get things sent to me like, yeah, the Pistons have won 11 of their last 12. You know, good job, Crispy and your team. No, I get this bitch-ass draft thing sent to me every single day. So, yeah, it's just part of the culture. You know, it was the same thing back in, like, early to mid-2000s when I was really getting into basketball. I remember being on, like, the ESPN, like, forums, and people calling them the Pistons and all this other stuff and saying how trash they were. And it's the same song and dance, man. So if you're from Detroit, you know, if you're a Detroit Pistons fan, you relate with that. You guys know what it's all about. I'm sure there's other teams out there that are the same way where you just don't really get the respect. But you get hated on, you know, your team's doing bad. So Pistons are like that for whatever reason. But it's all good, man, because they're playing good basketball. I'm excited. No, I know we're not going to win the finals. I know we're not going to make a deep playoff run, but I'm enjoying this because I love basketball. And it's just fun to watch your team do good, especially after years and years. Probably been about 10, 11 years now. The Pistons have been, like, really bad. They made the playoffs one time and got swept by the Cavaliers. So, I don't know, guys. But as far as the record here goes, we are 78-3. So, I think I'm going to do this last game against the Knicks. Not a full game, but I think I'm going to hop into it because I want to try out my new team. Okay, so I got about the last 2 minutes here of the game. 126-67. We got D-Book in there. Oh, man, look at this squad that's out there. We got Giannis playing point guard. Just no chance at all as he gets right. Oh, that's a block. Okay, it was a block. But yeah, looking at, I guess you guys can't really see the top right corner right there. But yeah, nobody's like really doing like crazy amazing. It's just a whole bunch of consistency out there. Kawhi Leonard actually got 10 assists. All right, here we go. Y'all want me? Oh, God, he got right around me there. Oh, my God. Yo. If you're dunking on that team like this, then you're just the greatest player of all time. We got Kawhi wearing number 41. Give it to the man from Flint, guy, or from Grand Rapids. Here we go. Right there, man. Devin Booker. Devin Booker, and that's the worst part is, you know, guys like Donovan Mitchell, you know, I'm okay like losing out like Giannis because a lot of teams did, although he would be such a great fan of the team here too, man. But it's really like the point guards and the guards in like the shooting guard position that really hurts the most. Because I look at us having, yo, where's Blake? Come on, Blake, jump! What was that? That was me freaking trying to do my vertical test in gym class, my 2-inch vertical. Yo, this is not going good. I got all this talent, man. We're about to lose. We're not going to lose, but let's go dunk on somebody real quick. Here we go. Got my bitch ass way. Get out of my way! Get out of my way, man! I said dunk it, Giannis! Giannis is actually a cheat code in 2K. Give me that ball, man. You want that ball? Yo, guys, by the way, I believe starting today, if everything goes right, I am going to start uploading my videos in 1080p. I've been doing 720 since I've been like started YouTube, but I think it's time to make that jump, guys. I know like the files are a bit bigger and stuff on my end, but you know, I don't know if I'll ever do 4K. At least I don't want to say ever, but definitely like not in the near future, because 4K a lot of people can't handle that. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna start doing 1080p for my videos. Just get that better, crispy looking quality. Actually, just ordered a vlogging camera. I think I told you guys about that in another. I cannot make a damn shot, man. I think I told you guys about that in another video. But yeah, over on my second channel, Extra Crispy, the plan is to start doing some little vlogs there. Just like some, nothing crazy. Like, I'm not going to be like doing like, I don't know, man. It's like some little challenges and things like that, I suppose. Yo, here we go. Hang on us. There we go. Count that baby in a foul. But yeah, just things like that. I might do some, you know, my bitch ass little fast food, you know that, man. So, you know, I might be like, do a vlog of here are my favorite things from Taco Bell and just cringy stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, man, second channel, Extra Crispy. Or, hey, guys, I gotta go get my oil changed today, which I actually need to do, but yeah, I'm not doing that today. All right, I'm good with this. Oh, God, he freaking freaking crossed me up. Whatever, man, screw this. Let's get on to the simulation. Okay, so we actually have Giannis getting the MVP award, which is kind of crazy because 18 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. I've definitely seen a lot better stats in this game before, so, yeah, I don't know how. I guess it's probably based off the record, but there's a lot more players doing, you know, probably some better stats than that, but I'm not going to complain about it. So All-NBA first, we got Giannis, and that, of course, All-NBA second with Paul George, All-NBA third with Blake Griffin. No Kawhi Leonard. Let's go ahead and check out these players' stats, see how everybody did. We got all these damn, it's such a super team, guys. It's like a... Yo, Blake Griffin, man, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Get you that 19 points a game. Leading scorer. Also shot the most, but still, that don't matter. Devin Booker, fantastic off the bench. Andre Drummond had 13 and 13. Mitchell had 13. Melo giving himself a solid 7 out there. Zaza at the 1.7. Very nice. So first round, we do have the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm not going to imagine we're going to sweep out here, guys. I can't imagine anybody being this team in the playoffs. We went 79 and 3, so it was almost an 82-0 challenge success. But, well, we just lost one game to the Bucks. What did we actually lose? Like, who can I lose to? Golden State? Maybe Houston? No, that's not. I'm not going to let that happen. Look at Devin Booker, the 11 for 12 shooting. So efficient. Next up, Miami. Here we go, man. No L's more. No more L's for the rest of this video. Nothing but W's. Okay, 4-0. Feeling good. Feeling good about that. Looking nice. Kawhi Leonard, 24 points. Next up, Philadelphia. Not afraid of them. I really don't want to see Golden State because they do have the star power. Not really to match us, but to definitely make things difficult. So, can we beat Philly 4-1? Next up, Golden State. Simulate current round. Let's get it, baby. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. 4 games to 2 guys. We beat the Golden State Warriors, of course. So, yeah, this video is a lot of fun to make. I don't know. I enjoy doing just little what-ifs and simulations and stipulations and whatever like this. But, yeah, if you guys all enjoyed this video, please drop a like on this. Check out my second channel, Extra Crispy. And I'm going to go wake up from this dream of this super team and realize my team is good, but they could have been a whole lot better.